49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. It's a whole new year with brand new highlights. We have tournament games including the title game of the Damian Lillard Classic, plus Freedom battles Amador Valley, and Burlingame takes on Galileo.
Girls Hoops includes the return of McKenna Velichko as Midi battles Clovis, soccer with Livermore and Heritage, and the story of the knight in shining armor helping his grandma. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight in Oakland for the Damian Lillard tournament title game. The host Oakland Wildcats making it to the title game with freshman Diari Bruce leading the way.
Yeah, he is a good young player. The Wildcats taking on the Kings Academy. The Knights putting up big numbers with Boss Moon, an outstanding sophomore for the Knights. Another good young player. The Knights and Wildcats for the tournament title on Tuesday. Here come the host Oakland Wildcats taking on the Kings Academy Damian Lillard Classic title game. The Wildcats in charge early. Here's the big freshman Diari Bruce grabbing the loose ball and scoring.
But the Kings Academy comes right back. Boss Moon is a terrific sophomore for the Kings Academy. Who's the boss?
But the Wildcats maintain a small lead throughout the first. Deshaun Armstrong has three written all over him. Back come the Knights. Out it goes to Xavier Barnett, the Knights' leading scorer, with a silky smooth three. Here's Barnett again, this time driving to the rack and a little finger roll. Oakland takes a 4-point lead on this Rome Neal three-pointer, but the Kings Academy will take the lead on this Barnett drive and bucket to end the first quarter. And then a nice spin move on the baseline by Adrian Barnett. Adrian going spin cycle.
Then it's the sophomore Moon with a corner three.
Who's the boss? It's a 2-point lead for the Knights at the half. Third quarter, here's the 6'4 freshman Bruce, a strong driving one-hander. But all Knights from there as Claxton Ledeen gets hot in the third. Ledeen is a steely-eyed sharpshooter hitting from the top of the arc. And then in the corner for Ledeen, the Knights hit their free throws. The Wildcats did not, as the Kings Academy pulls away and wins the Lillard Classic 85-74.
Boss Moon with a terrific game for the Kings Academy with 32.
We head to the coast for the championship game of the Santa Cruz Warriors Aptos Invitational. It's Pioneer and Willow Glen. The Mustangs' Giorgio Tavernakis grabs the tip and passes to Braden Lynn, who gets an easy lane to go for a Pioneer lead. But Willow Glen has the 10-9 lead here. Caden Moorfield goes driving to the rack, up and under for the bucket. Then it's his teammate Josh Kaminsky doing the same here. This time the finish is a strong hook. The Rams paint play very strong. So is the Mustangs. Derek Kwan with a strong first quarter for the Mustangs. A beautiful drive to the rack there. And with time winding down in the first, Kwan hits a triple. Derek would go on to finish with a team-high 17. But Willow Glen gets the last blow of the first quarter when Braden Gumabo pulls up at the NBA three-point line and drills the shot. Willow Glen leads by 7 after 1 and would extend that lead in the second quarter. Moorfield to Chase Azus to Wyatt Albrand. The senior captain gets 3 for the Rams. Check out this Moorfield dish to Gumabo. Great play there, and Willow Glen has the 16-point lead at the break. In the second half, Miles Ingram gets the feed from Albrand, and again from NBA range, Ingram with 13 points in this one. The Rams would lead by as many as 20, but back come the Mustangs. Tavernakis up ahead to Kai Moody, who drives to the baseline and lays it in. Kwan to Connor Eddington to Tavernakis, who spins and lands the pretty fade. Giorgio with a big second half. Here he is driving and getting the reverse to go. Pioneer cuts the Rams lead to 5. Then it's Tavernakis driving, kicking it out to Braden Lynn. He got it. It's a 2-point game, but Willow Glen would never give up that lead. Albrand inbounds it to Josh Kaminsky, who goes to Ingram and 1. Willow Glen holds on to beat Pioneers 63-58, winning the Santa Cruz Warriors Aptos Invitational.
St. Ignatius takes on Lick Wilmerding in the 38th annual Newark Optimist Club Holiday Basketball Classic. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. SI opens the game on an 11-0 run. Lulu Giometti with the cross-court pass to Sofia Sanchez drains 3 of the seniors' 13 points in the game. The Tigers get on the board as Shelby Adley drives to the basket and finishes with her left off the glass. On the other end, Giametti went off for the Wildcats. 20 points, making 5 threes as the corner specialist strange this one, 36-12 SI after 1. Final seconds of the first half, Wildcats pressure causes the turnover. Kate Spurtzell with the one-legged three-pointer and beats the buzzer, 55-17 SI. The Wildcats' team chemistry was poetry in motion. Mary Ennis finds Katie Sweeney for the bucket. SI goes on to win 81-34 and take first place in the tournament. Giametti crowned MVP with a spectacular night from beyond the arc.
Off to Livermore now as the Cowboys take on Heritage Tuesday afternoon. The Patriots on the attack early. Chantel Esquivias will try one, but Kendall Coates is right there to make the save. No score at the half. Second half now, Bryn Faulkner crosses it inside the box, and the ball is kicked into the back of the net. 1-0 Heritage Patriots in the lead. But the Cowboys answer right back. Shelby Sousa is denied by the keeper, but the ball finds Francesca Romagna, and the freshman converts the second chance to tie the game at 1. Chantel Esquivias on the corner kick now. The ball finds Caitlin Atkins, who shoots it on target, but Zoe Reed makes a brilliant diving save, and the ball is cleared away. Livermore with the chance to win it late. Alethea Luciana Lolas finds Shelby Sousa in the box. Shelby's shot is off the post. Rhiannon Stewart with the second chance, but the shot is off target as both teams finish the game with a 1-1 draw.
The Rikers Center brings us the players of the week each week. Scan this QR code right now to vote for next week's top athletes.
The winners announced in a wrap produced by the Rikers Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikers Players of the Week.
These are your Gary Rikers Players of the Week. Rikers Center. Faith Thompson got her team rocking. She's going hard, she's the #1 option. Going crazy with the shots that she's dropping. The defense know that it's really hard to stop it. Watch her career take off like a rocket. 19 points and 6 rebounds when she's on the court. It's going down. Got 3 steals cause she stood her ground. Tyler Smith, the captain of the ship, trying to climb the rankings on the list. If he ain't getting buckets, then he's dishing the assists. And if he shoots, then he probably won't miss. 26 points, gave it all on the floor. Always determined to find a way to score. And if you're digging the way that he plays, check the academics, 4.1 GPA.
Coming up, it's the Mancini Sleep World Dream Matchup as Sarah battles Mountain View on the soccer pitch.
And a thriller in Fremont as Irvington hosts Lincoln of San Jose as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
At Bellarmine, athletics isn't just competition, it's tradition. With 40% of our coaches and both our athletic directors being alumni, this place is more than a school. It's home. They've lived the grind, worn the jersey, and felt the pride, and now they're giving back by building the same experience to the next generation of Bells. They return because they believe in what Bellarmine gave them, and they're here to pass it on. Bellarmine Athletics, be a part of the tradition.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
What's the easiest way to put a spring back in your step? Finding the perfect mattress at Mancini Sleep World. We've got you covered with our Rest Easy promise. We're so sure you'll love your mattress that we offer a 365-night comfort guarantee. 1 year to make sure your mattress is delivering the comfort you deserve. We guarantee the best price with free next-day delivery with top brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $29 a month. Feel the beat of better sleep with
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
Mancini Sleep World brings us the dream matchup every week. This is a game we thought was the biggest game in a week full of big games. This week, it's a battle on the soccer pitch with West Catholic League power Serra meeting perennial top dog Mountain View.
Yeah, this game was played on Tuesday before all the rain this week. It is our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup. Our Nikon Shadust was there.
Mancini Sleep World, rest easy.
A beautiful day here in San Mateo as the 3-1 Serra Padres get ready to host the 4-0-1 Mountain View Spartans. The Padres are coming off their first loss of the season and looking to bounce back at home. Serra will look to Alden Tang for help. The junior has 5 goals with 3 assists so far this season. Mountain View enters after a 2-2 draw in its last match and will look to turn that result into a road win and keep its unbeaten streak alive. Senior Cyrus Shaffey leads the Spartans with 5 goals. It's Mountain View at Serra in our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup. Both teams break the huddle before a rare Tuesday noon kickoff. In the 14th minute, Jonah Fernandez finds Marco Nedeljokovic. Nedeljokovic works around a sliding defender and feeds Nico Garzino. Garzino fires, and it clips the inside of the post and stays out. Mountain View inches away from an early lead. 26th minute, Connor Cow gets possession. Cow attempts from far out. The shot is just high. We remain scoreless. A free kick from Serra attempted by Lorcan Breslin. The shot is on target, but Spartans keeper Aiden Tossa is there to make the save. Padres applying pressure in the final moments of the half. Sebastian Bosquet puts a shot on goal, but again it's Tossa making the save. It's tied at 0 after 1 half. An opportunity for Serra in the second, but Aiden comes flying in to shut it down. Now with 10 minutes left, Tang gets past one defender, but Valen Spade makes a great tackle. We are still tied at 0. Kai Amamiya to Braden Graham. Graham to Fernandez. Here's Jonah working in front. Jonah takes a shot, but the Serra defense is able to clear it away, and this game will end in a tie. Tossa with 5 saves. Here's Aiden after the game.
We really bond together as a team. We take time in practice to really put effort in, train as hard as we do in practice, and then correlate that to the game. And I think it really shows on the field, working together, connecting passes, being on the same page. I think everything correlates back to our practices. Our practices are very hard, and yeah.
With the Mancini Sleep World dream matchup, I'm Nikon Shadust, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Here's Antonio Marino being introduced as Lincoln battles Irvington Monday night, and here's the senior guard driving in, stops and nails the jumper for 2 of his 11 points. Here's Irvington on the other end. It's Vic Chandra. Gets a good look from the corner, and there the 3 ball is money. 14 points for Vic. And this Vikings team can show off the hops as Oliver Christensen takes flight. 18-13 Irvington after 1. Second quarter, Lions showing off the long range as Freddy Fuentes makes a splash from way downtown. My goodness. Then Nathan Liu responds and says, 2 can play that game. Nice shot there. This was a back and forth kind of game. James Purvis receives the pass, goes right to the basket for the finish. It's 33-32 Lions at the half. Third quarter, and Purvis continues the roar. How about this triple from the corner? Yup. 18 points for the senior, 50-43 Lions after 3. More Lions in the fourth. Here's Carson Fosey finding Jerry Barnes inside. Bucket plus the foul, 54-49 Lincoln. But Irvington not going away just yet, down 4. Dhruv Qatar finds Anish Mayala for 3. Got it! It's 61-60 Lions with 10 seconds to go. Last chance for Irvington, down 2. Looking for the win, but the shot is off as Lincoln wins a thriller in Fremont, beating Irvington 62-60.
Back to Livermore now as Richmond takes on Granada Tuesday night. The Oilers on the board first. Angel Leon Hernandez with just the keeper to beat. Angel shoots. He scores! Angel Leon Hernandez gives the Richmond Oilers a 1-0 lead. Then a few minutes later, Andres Val with the cross inside the box. And it's the junior Brandon Mancia finding the back of the net as the Oilers take a 2-0 lead. Sue! But Granada answers right back. Dawson Weaver on the corner kick. The ball finds Jake Miller, and Jake shoots and scores for the goal as the Mats cut the deficit in half. Then later in the first half, Zane Kyrie with the shot. Zane Kyrie, the senior, equalizes for the Matadors, and we're all even at 2 at halftime. Still tied at 2 late in the second half. Justo Otero gets past his defender. Justo Otero! Goal! It's 3-2 Los Aceteros with only minutes left to play. Granada with one last chance to rescue a draw. Zane Kyrie will try one, but it goes right left as Richmond hangs on to win it 3-2. Justo Otero with the game winner for the Oilers.
Diamond Training and Development helps athletes reach the Diamond standard. Each week we profile an athlete meeting that standard at their school.
This week we spotlight Lana Vu from the California girls basketball team. Lana serves as the junior class president, helping plan major school events while working closely with ASB and school administrators. She also serves as a board member and secretary for the Sports Beyond Borders Club, extending her impact beyond athletics. Lana Vu is this week's Diamond Training and Development Diamond Standard.
D-Line Constructors brings us the D-Line defensive play of the week every week. This week's D-Line defensive play is from Midi keeper Layla Tusakovic. Layla with an amazing save for the Monarchs in a recent win. Layla Tusakovic with the D-Line Constructors defensive play.
If you're not already following us on social media, now is the time. Find us on Instagram and on YouTube at 49ers Cal High. We now have over 47,000 followers on Instagram.
Thanks to everyone who supports our show by subscribing to our YouTube channel with exclusive extended highlights, entire game videos, and our covered Cal High podcast. You'll find it all at 49ers Cal High.
Coming up to Pleasanton we go for Freedom and Amador Valley.
And Liberty meets Branson in girls hoops, but first here is the Bay Area girls basketball poll.
Off season? Nah, this is level up season. At Diamond Training and Development, it's all baseball and softball all year. Faster hands, bigger hits, harder throws, no excuses, just work. You want that starting spot, that college scout's attention? Show them what you did when nobody was watching. At Diamond Training and Development, off-season is on.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
You didn't choose a European car for average performance, so don't settle for average service. At Euroclinic, we specialize in Audi, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and other marques, delivering expert maintenance and a refined experience. Valet pickup, exotic towing, a private lounge, meticulous service with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Euroclinic, Silicon Valley's choice for European and exotic care, where performance meets premium service.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man, it was one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Eggs are delicious. Great protein.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Oh, the man does bake.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell food.
When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
The San Jose Police Department is recognized as one of the top departments in the nation. With competitive salaries, excellent benefits, and opportunities to grow, SJPD offers more than a career, it offers a calling.
As a former high school athlete, I wanted a career that challenged me and gave back to the community, and SJPD gave me both.
Good job, you guys. Keep going, keep going.
Protect, serve, inspire. Join the San Jose Police Department today.
The Amador Valley Dons are off to a 7-5 start with a tough pre-league schedule. The Dons feature junior Jalen Smith, an all-East Bay League player last season.
AV meeting Freedom this week. The Falcons also 7-5 with dynamic senior guard Porter Madsen coming over from the football team. Freedom at Amador Valley Friday afternoon.
The Freedom Falcons making the trip down to Pleasanton to face Amador Valley Friday afternoon. Amador Valley on fire early. Jalen Smith over to Cade Kruger for 3. Cade gets it to go. Then it's Cade Kruger with a pass to Dante Ventura, and Dante makes a splash all the way from downtown Pleasanton as the Dons take a 6-point lead. Now it's Cade Kruger driving and finishing the lay-in as Amador Valley takes a 21-8 lead after 1. Freedom looking to rally back in the second. Dalvin Evers-Lyles going all the way for the lay-in. Here's Porter Madsen over to Hudson Carper in the elbow, and Hudson shoots and scores from three-point land, but the Dons come right back as Jalen Smith fires and hits from mid-range. Then it's Baruch Mena kicking it out to Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith for three. Bang! Jalen Smith from downtown as the Dons take a 39-20 lead at halftime. More Amador Valley in the second half. Smith dishes it to Elijah Stanley, and the junior knocks down the trifecta. Salomon Carr trying to will the Falcons back in it. Salomon with the spin move and the bucket. 53-40 Amador Valley after three. Fourth quarter now. Carr kicks it out to Eric Andrada. Eric for three. It's good. The Falcons pull to within 10. But Smith had a big game for Amador Valley. Jalen with the drive and the finish. Then later in the quarter, it's Smith from mid-range. Jalen gets it to go again. 23 points for the junior as the Dons win it 73-62 to improve to 9-5 on the season.
And now we head to Concord, where Liberty and Branson face off in the Sabrina Ionescu Showcase. Liberty out to a 10-0 lead when Taylor Tate feeds Brianna Richardson. Richardson lands the three to give the Lions the 13-0 lead. Anna Wright passes to Kylie McKinney. She turns, dribbles, and gets the shot to go just before the quarter buzzer. 18-1 Lions after one. The Bulls looking for their first field goal. Barbara Hernandez dribbles around the outside, passes to Juliet Caldwell-Little. A well-contested jumper for Juliet. But Liberty continues the pressure. Nariah Cooper gets the steal, leading to a wide-open layup. The Lions lead by 27 at the break. Third quarter, Isabella Molina Valverde inbounds it to Lola Acosta. The senior lands a deep three from the wing. Here are the Bulls. Ava Gordon with the long pass to Montana Seibel. Montana drills a shot from Yellowstone. 41-8 Liberty. The Lions still in the driver's seat. Alana Lopez, the pass to Richardson. And here is three more of the seniors' game-high 13 points. Fourth quarter, Caldwell-Little passes to Barbara Hernandez, who gives it to Ava Gordon. She has some space to shoot. Ava flushes it. 10 points on the night for the freshman. Molina Valverde finds Cooper in the corner. The three-pointer is good. And then it's again Molina Valverde driving, but this time the freshman decides to shoot it herself and gets the floater to go. Liberty wins big. Leosha Baker grabs the offensive board, puts it back. 61-19 the final score, and Liberty improves to 7-6 on the year. Each week, Cal Hope brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the inspirational story of the Stewart Hall basketball player lending a helping hand to a loved one.
That's right, Robert Aubrey. Napoleon Kabading is making plays and turning heads on the basketball court, but when the game ends, his most important role is taking care of his beloved grandmother. Afternoon basketball practice at the Dungeon. This is where you can find Stewart Hall's Napoleon Kabading, giving it his all on the hardwood.
I would say I like to play hard the entire game, guard 94 feet the entire game, play very hard, I'm very speedy, yeah, and I like to get to the rack a lot.
Napoleon's relentless effort on the floor carries over into leadership.
Nap's game does most of the talking, and he's also with a really young group, so I think that's helped him. So he's with a couple of other young kids that are in his class on this varsity team. So he's definitely one of our leaders, and again, a heck of a player.
Yeah, he makes sure his teammates are in the right spots on plays. Like I said earlier, still keeps everyone involved. Just an overall great guy.
Off the court, the pace slows, but the responsibility grows. Napoleon helps take care of his grandmother, who is wheelchair bound.
She's taken a lot of care of me ever since I was a little kid. So I would think that it's only right, and it's kind of like the bare minimum for me to take care of her for as much as she needs.
Napoleon is a wonderful boy, and I love him so much. He has helped me with all my things, especially when I was disabled. And I appreciate him a lot because he comes to see me often.
The role comes with challenges and perspective.
I would say there's a lot of ups and downs, but she also taught me a lot of things. I wouldn't say it's just only me, but my dad has played a big role in helping her out too. It requires a lot of patience with a woman who needs a lot of help.
From everyday chores to making sure his grandmother is at the hospital for her appointments, Napoleon is always there.
Take out the garbage, I would clean her dishes, I would put her clothes in the laundry, and also sometimes order a taxi for her to go to the hospital
It's great to hear that he's taking the time to look out for her, but it doesn't surprise me. You know, Nap's from a great family, was raised the right way, so I could understand why he's so involved in his grandmother's life.
Through it all, Napoleon's commitment has deepened their connection.
I love that she cares for everyone around her, the people that she cares about, especially like even my friends that when they come over to the house, she loves to take care of them as well.
He's a good boy, and there's nothing else I can say except I love him, and he's one of the best grandchildren I have.
Just like on the court, Napoleon Kabading puts others first. The patient, unselfish assists he delivers at home reveal the true measure of his leadership. There's no doubt Napoleon is excelling on the hardwood and will continue to lead by example the rest of the season and beyond.
Thanks,
Very good. Great thing that he's doing there. All right, be sure to scan the QR code on the screen for more information on the Cal Hope Courage Award Scholarship Program.
AmeriWest Credit Union honors teachers all around the Bay Area for the great work they do every day.
Here's Zane Kari from Granada High School talking about his favorite teacher, Dean Meyer.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Meyer because he's very fun and enjoyable and he helps us all understand everything.
Gillette presents the Precision Player each week. This is a freshman or sophomore athlete already making his or her mark in sports.
Gillette is proud to honor Malia Hunter from the Midi girls basketball team. Malia is one of the very best sophomores in the country and leading the Monarchs in scoring this year. She was also our Girls Player of the Year last season for the CCS as a freshman. For the best a fan can get this season, visit Gillette.com/NFL to purchase your Gillette Labs official 49ers licensed razor today.
Coming up, we'll see Malia in action with her teammate McKenna Velichko returning to the court to take on Clovis next.
And the girls from Granada hit the court against Miramonte. But first, here is the Pacific Pride student section of the week. This week, it's the San Ramon Valley Wolfpack, always one of the Bay Area's most rowdy and innovative student sections. Brought to you by the University of the Pacific, the official higher education partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Meet the Johnsons, a young couple looking to start a family. Then there's Larry, the eccentric brother-in-law who likes to hold concerts every day. And he also believes that squirrels are spies. Ready to build an ADU loan on your main home, a second home, or an investment property in California? Get a Home Fast ADU loan with fixed-term financing ranging from $25,000 up to $500,000. Thanks to a Home Fast ADU loan from AmeriWest, Larry has his own space. And the Johnsons, well, they have their sanity back.
On the field, you got your team. Off the field, you need one too, especially in math. Bay Area Tutor for Athletes lets you build your own squad, up to 5 teammates for small group online tutoring, or go one-on-one for a custom plan. We cover algebra, geometry, trigonometry, calculus, and more. Our goal? Help you meet GPA requirements, maintain your eligibility, and prepare for college. Because winning in the classroom is just as important as winning on the scoreboard.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
for the Midi Monarchs this week as the preseason All-American and Iowa commit McKenna Velichko returns to the court for the first time since her ACL injury about this time last season.
Yep, she's been working hard. Mac joins a loaded squad. We just talked about Malia Hunter, just part of this dynamic team. The Monarchs 9-1 to start the season, taking on Clovis at home Friday afternoon. She's back. McKenna Velichko introduced with the Midi starters. McKenna suffering an ACL tear this time last year. Mac on the attack early. McKenna with a rebound and putback. Then moments later, another rebound, the bucket, and one. The Monarchs' first 5 points go to Mac. The rest of the team chipping in from there. Emma Cook racing up court all the way to the rack, and she gets a free shot. Here comes Sophia Teresi with a line drive off the glass and in. Clovis hanging in there for the first half. This is Gia Souza with a nice move in the lane for the Cougars. But don't turn your back. Here comes the Monarchs' T. McCarthy weaving through traffic and a nice lefty scoop shot. Midi up by 10 in the second. Just before the half now, Midi working it around to Velichko at the free throw line. And now here's the Monarchs' sensational sophomore Malia Hunter working in the paint and banking it home. And now Hunter off the miss. Look at the tip in. Nicely done there. McCarthy now driving into the lane. A nice dish to Abby James, who pump fakes. Oh, I love the pump fake. And she scores. Third quarter now, and the Monarchs really taking off on the break. It's Cook to McCarthy. And then T returns the favor, dishing it to Cook in the corner for three. That's well done. Zanai Patterson with an 8-point third quarter, hitting 2 threes for the Monarchs as Midi sails to an 82-44 win. A very exciting night for the Iowa commit, 5-star recruit McKenna Velichko.
I've been so excited. I mean, it's been almost a year. I got hurt January 4th, and it's January 2nd, so this is the first game I was able to play back, and I'm so glad to play it with my teammates, and I'm just so proud of today.
It's the Battle of the Matadors as Miramani takes on Granada as part of this year's Sabrina Ionescu showcase, and Miramani's hitting the ground running with Annalise Lindberg finishing at the rack. Here's Granada's Maddie Bittman finishing with the layup for 2 of the sophomores' 11 points, but the green and white were clicking on all cylinders. Here's Lorelei Keenan making a splash from the far corner, and shortly after, it's Allie Rogan knocking down the mid-range J. It's 26-10 Miramani after one. More green and white in the second quarter. Some unselfish team basketball leads to an and one for Keenan. 16 points for the sophomore. The ball movement was superb all throughout for Miramani, and it's Anaga Vasic burying the three-pointer. 43-19 Miramani at the half. No quit in the black and yellow. You saw Katie Val as the QB during flag football season, and now she's sinking jumpers like this one for 2 of her 8 points, but it was all Miramani in this one. It's Keenan swinging a pass over the Frida Vieira. Yup. She scored all 10 of her points in the third quarter, and Lindbergh also tacked on 10 points as well, including this triple to top it off as Miramani goes on to beat Granada 71-33.
Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week, leading to $10,000 in scholarships. This is an athlete who does great work in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Addie Wilhelm of the Castro Valley Soccer Squad. The senior spent the last 2 years volunteering as an assistant coach for a soccer youth club in Castro Valley. Addie makes practice plans and higher level drills, all while making sure the kids have fun. Addie explains why volunteering is so important to her.
I think volunteering is really important because I like to get to know younger people that play soccer, and I want them to grow their love for the sport as much as I have.
The San Jose Police Department is looking for top recruits to join their department to keep San Jose the safest big city in America.
So SJPD helps us recognize top recruits in the Bay Area. This week we recognize Abby Peterman from the American Girls Soccer Team. Abby is committed to playing her college soccer at San Jose State University. Coming up, Galileo takes on Luca Mayer and his Burlingame Panthers.
And San Leandro meets Foothill, but first, here is this week's learning tip presented by Bay Area Tutoring Association.
Go hard, then rest. Work through math problems in focused bursts, 30 to 45 minutes. Then take a 5-minute break. Tackle a set of equations, step away, then come back ready for the next set.
The Burlingame boys basketball team is playing well this early season with sophomore forward Luca Mayer leading the Panthers, scoring 17 points a game.
The Panthers taking on Galileo this week. The Lions led by junior guard Nathan Lee and his 16 points a game. The Lions and Panthers in Burlingame on Friday. We're in Burlingame's brand new gym with the Panthers set to take on Galileo. Opening minutes, Galileo's Chris Lim passes over to Nathan Lee, who gets the bank shot to go. 4-0 Lions. Next Panther possession, Luca Maher kicks it out to Peyton Fong Heedy, the tight backspin, and it's payday for Peyton. 9-7 Panthers lead after one. In the second, Lee fakes the screen pass and charges to the rim. Bucket is good. There's the foul for the three-point play. 14-9 Panthers. Fong Heedy to Noah Edling, and that is a deep three from the freshman to extend the lead to 8. Lee driving up the gut, dumps it off to Jerome Sumailo, but Burlingame responds with a couple of big buckets. Scott Cornelius out to Luca Maher, who fakes the shot, goes driving through the paint. Then it's Jean-Luc Harriet stepping back and delivering a dagger worth 3. It's 26-19 Panthers at the break. If you thought that three from Harriet was deep, check out this one from Max Robinault. Swish, 12-point lead for the Panthers. But Galileo not going away quietly. Lee drives, delays the release. Bucket is good there. And then it's Cody Fort from the top of the key. Driving, spinning, left-handed layup. The foul there, and Galileo pulls within 8. Zach Hamelin for the Panthers has space to shoot, and he does not miss. Burlingame back on top by 12 and would stay on top of the rest of the ride. Fong Heedy down low to Luca Maher, and the Panthers improved to 7-3 on the year with the 62-46 win over Galileo.
Pre-game handshake for Anthony Osborne as San Leandro takes on Foothill that went down to the wire. Elijah Rubio working in the post and finds Giovanni Thompson crashing into the lane, fighting through the contact, off the glass and in. Later it's Thompson directing the Pirates, finds Justice Middlebrooks in the corner, there she blows. San Leandro leads 15-9 after one. The second quarter belonged to the Falcons' Jason Praveen. The sophomore shows the hezzy, drives and pulls up for the floater. Number 12 providing the spark as Foothill takes the lead. 10 points in the quarter for the talented shooting guard, including this triple. Falcons in front 27-21 at the half. The fast break Falcons flying down the court. Brooke Okuba-Michael dumps it off to Praveen as Foothill takes a double-digit lead. But the Pirates go on a run. Osborne weaving through traffic, splitting defenders, and gets it to drop 36-28 Foothill. The fourth quarter is where the Pirates attack. Thompson driving through his defenders, goes with the left, count the bucket, and one. A few minutes later, it's Elijah Rubio pulling up from the Caribbean Sea. Boom! 45-42 Foothill. Then it's Thompson driving to the rack, dishing it to Middlebrooks. That cuts the lead to one with under a minute to go. Final 10 seconds of the game. Rubio with the midi, off-balance shot. Yes, sir! What an incredible shot to take the lead. 6 seconds to go. Foothill with one last shot. The deep three is no good. Rubio plays hero for the Pirates, finishing with 13 points as San Leandro comes back to beat Foothill 46-45.
Venardi Zurada is the official injury attorneys for the San Francisco 49ers, and each week Venardi Zurada finds people in the high school sports community and highlights their efforts.
This week's Venardi Zurada hometown hero is Los Gatos field hockey legend Henry Reyes. For nearly 40 years, Henry has coached the Wildcats and his club team. Henry has won 23 league titles, 17 CCS titles, bringing his team to the playoffs 32 years in a row. Henry Reyes from Los Gatos, this week's Venardi Zurada hometown hero. Albany's Construction knows a thing or two about hard work, and that's why they bring us the Dirty Work play each week. This week's play goes to Brandon White from Mission San Jose. Brandon with a big-time block in a recent Warriors game. Brandon White doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, it's the Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week as Hillsdale battles Homestead in a thriller.
And to Carondelet as the Cougars meet Ontario Christian in their tournament. But first, here is this week's High Five Top 5 goal scorers in boys soccer, brought to you by High Five Restaurant and Catering in San Jose. Their Wednesday barbecue is amazing.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Being a Hall of Famer football player isn't just about making catches and scoring touchdowns. It's about commitment to a team on and off the field. That's why you can trust the team of Bernardi Zerata, official sponsors of the San Francisco 49ers. Just like the hard work and effort I put into winning games, they put the same dedication into fighting for their client. If you're in need of an injury attorney, trust the dedicated team of Bernardi Zerata to be on your side.
This isn't just auto repair, this is Euroclinic, Silicon Valley's destination for European auto care. Located in Santa Clara, we deliver precision maintenance and repair with uncompromising standards. Enjoy flexible drop-offs, concierge updates, towing for exotics, and valet pickup. Your vehicle is backed by a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty while you relax in our modern lounge with espresso and private workspaces. Expect more than a dealer. Expect Euroclinic.
Our mouths are one of the first places a doctor looks during a checkup, and for good reason. It can tell them things about our health, serious things that could keep us from reaching the next milestone. For over 65 years, Delta Dental has offered high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. Delta Dental, putting your health first, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Time now for our Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week. The game MVP receives these custom headphones courtesy of Euroclinic in Santa Clara, where European auto care meets uncompromising standards. This week's game is a basketball game with Homestead and Hillsdale.
Both these teams off to great starts this season. Hillsdale with a 7-1 record, Homestead at 6-2. The two teams meeting at Homestead in our Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
It's Hillsdale and Homestead tonight for our Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week. Last year, this ended up being a 7-point game in favor of the Hillsdale Fighting Knights, who would go on to finish in second place in league. Lola Jones will be a good one to watch. The junior took the softball team to a NorCal title last year. The 6-2 Mustangs are off to their best start since 2019. Look out for Caitlin Tall, the junior point guard, will look to handle it, dish it, and finish it. Our Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week kicks off with Hillsdale dropping triples. Daniela Sierra passes to Lila Corkish, and Lila uncorks this triple from the elbow. Then it goes Cadence Lane to Corkish to Sierra. The Fighting Knights with 4 triples in the first quarter, but Homestead would lead it after one as Hope Yin goes hard through the paint and lands a floater, 17-14 Mustangs. Second quarter, Yin passes ahead to Leona Kavaki. She dodges a leaping Knight and goes deep, giving Homestead its biggest lead of the night at 9. But after that, Hillsdale goes on a 12-0 run. Sierra passes to Addison Wilmert for 3, and that one gives Hillsdale the 1-point lead, 27-26. Wilmert inbounds it to Sierra. The quick catch and release, and Hillsdale leads by 1 at the break. More lead changes in the third. Kavaki bats the pass and takes it all the way to the rack. The senior with a great defensive game. 53-51 Homestead with 40 seconds left. Kiara Nitau has her sights set, leaving down the court and tying the game with the layup. 53-all. Hillsdale with possession and a chance to win it, but there's the buzzer. We head to overtime with the game tied at 53. A 4-minute overtime period. Kayla Sun gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Catherine Yang, and boom! The Mustang defense was big in OT. Vedhika Metampali intercepts the pass and goes coast to coast for 2 of her 11 points, and Homestead wins this one 60-57 in overtime to improve to 7-2 on the year. Our game MVP honors goes to Hope Yin, who talks about her team's performance.
This was, I think, the toughest game we've had all season, so it really shows the dedication we have as a team, the chemistry. This is the best chemistry I think we've had any season so far. We have a ton of new players. Everyone's work just really helps. Oh, full tap. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let's hit the Concord as Carondelet battles the top team in the nation, Ontario Christian, as part of this year's Sabrina Ionescu Showcase. The Cougars are looking to get things going with Malika Brown going right to the rack for the bucket. Ontario Christian responds with Kalina Smith going with the shake and bake it, making a splash. Then those Knights continue to pour it on early with Chloe Jenkins making the nice move to the rack. Bucket plus the foul, 37-9 Knights after one. The Cougars showing no quit, and they have an outstanding senior point guard of Layla Dixon banking in the triple. She'll take that, and if you make one, why not try another from the other corner? That's cash. 12 points for the UC Davis-bound senior, but the Knights had a big lead going into the half. It's Tatiana Griffin coming up with the steal. She decides to pull up and nail the trifecta. 68-21 OC at the half, and Griffin had herself a game. 31 points for the sophomore as she knocks down the free throw line jumper. Sky's the limit for this freshman, Malika Brown. 12 points, including this three-pointer, but it was all Ontario Christian in this one. And it's Smith knifing her way through traffic, and check out the finish. 30 points for the junior as the #1 team in the nation, Ontario Christian, takes care of business on the road. 100-49 was the final.
The San Mateo girls basketball team is off to a great start at an 8-2 record.
The girls meeting Jake at the Rica Center to talk about it this week.
And here's the girls basketball team from San Mateo. Make some noise! All right. So we're starting off with Bella Fong, and Bella is having a tremendous start to the season. She is averaging 20 points per contest. So Bella, how do you establish your confidence whenever you take the floor?
I would say that it isn't just to boost my personal goals and stuff, but I like to put my team in a better position during the games, as if I were to score more points in the beginning, then we would have a better lead and we'd be in a better position so the rest of my teammates can go fill in the game.
For sure, the Bearcats are off to a wonderful start. They have won 8 of its first 10 games, and I'm with Violet McAvoy. So, Violet, what's the one thing that stands out the most with this team?
I think the Bearcat community that we establish off the court really helps us on the court play to each other's strengths and really highlight those.
Awesome. And finally, I'm making my way over to Addison Bussey. So you were on the team that was part of the 51-game league losing streak. And then the year after that, you guys were in the Peninsula Lake. You dominated league play there. Then you move up to the Ocean. You dominated that league as well. And in those 2 seasons, they were unbeaten. And now you're in the toughest league in the Peninsula Bay. Talk about the expectations for this squad for this upcoming season.
Our expectations for this season is just to compete and try our hardest. I wouldn't say necessarily that winning league is an expectation that we have, because we know we're gonna have to work a lot harder, and I think that our team's ready for this, and that it's going to be a good experience and fun.
All right. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Take us out with a break.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who perform well on the field and in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. This week we recognize the Harker cross country team, the Eagles soaring with a 3.8 GPA.
Coming up, it's Pittsburgh taking on College Park.
But first, here's our U.S. Bank Bay Area basketball poll.
The Pittsburgh Pirates looking to compete for a league title this season, wrapping up pre-league play this week with a game against College Park.
The Falcons feature talented sophomore Miles Cooper, averaging 20 points a game in 10 games this season. The Pirates and Falcons playing Friday night.
The 5-2 Pirates take on the 8-4 Falcons on Friday night. Jason Garcia would have 8 in the first, including this bucket. Pitt leads 18-14 after 1. Stephen Barnett forces a turnover. Akeem Smith grabs the loose ball, then finds Barnett on the other end. That's good. Terrence Wiley under the basket, kicks out to Garcia. Jason for 3. Yes, sir. 7-point Pitt lead. Aiden Young to Khalil Bernard. The 6'3 senior fights off 2 defenders, puts it up, plus the foul. No problem. Jaden Graves to Young from the corner. Green, a 3-point Pirate lead at half. Falcons staying in it. This first 3 is offline, no problem. Lex Greenwood back to Barnett. Reload. Got it. Good defense here for the Falcons. Miles Cooper pokes it away. Ryan Ranganian fights for the loose ball. Barnett gets it. He passes ahead to Cooper. The sophomore puts it off the board, and this game is tied at 47. Falcons feeling it. Cooper, Barnett, from downtown, whistle, he got it. College Park leads after the third. In the fourth, Cooper steps back. Miles is money, 28 for the sophomore in this one. Graves to Bryden Hunt. The junior goes to work and gets the call and the bucket, and Pitt trails by 2. Pirates go to work. Garcia down the lane, puts it up, and one. Tie game. Hunt pokes it away now. Garcia grabs it and takes off behind the back to the basket. Bucket and one. Pitt leads by 3. Falcons with a chance to send it to overtime. The corner 3 is no good. And Pittsburgh hangs on to win a nail-biter. Garcia and Hunt combined for 38.
The Harker School presents the Scholar Athlete Award each week.
That's right. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Grace Curley from the St. Francis girls basketball team. Grace with a hard-earned 4.3 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play, a play guaranteed to make everyone happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pitt defense with a big stop at the buzzer to seal the win, and the Pirates were very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, brought to you by Lumen Digital.
Help your teen open a savings or checking account to manage their money more formally. Work with a credit union or bank with easy online account opening and bank app onboarding programs to keep the teen engaged.
Play of the Week.
Let's begin Play of the Week with Richmond's Justo Otero scoring the go-ahead goal for the Oilers. How about Zoe Reed from Livermore with this brilliant diving save to keep the game tied? Here's Ontario Christian's Kalina Smith dribbling past everyone, then laying it in. But the Play of the Week goes to Irvington's Oliver Christensen with this one-handed slamma-jamma one more time. Oliver Christensen with the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week as we dive into league races and share the miraculous story of the California high school cheerleader. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You'll also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.